You're watching your favorite program, Polycab, India's #1 cable and wires company, Dream Home Season 6. We continue the hunt for the most beautiful homes, and today we have yet another beautiful house. But before that, let me introduce to you our panel of judges. We have Anuj Gopakumar, the Chief Architect of Kumar Group. We also have with us Sudha, the Architect and Interior Designer of Swast. Alright, let's take a look at the Kenz House from Mattanoor.
Hi and welcome to Polycab, India's #1 cable and wires company, Dream Home Season 6. Today we have come to Mattanoor in Kannur district and we will be exploring this house named Kenz. So let's move in and find out more about this house. About the exterior, the compound walls has been beautifully designed with inserted plants, flower plants, and then beautiful landscape has been created all around. About the house, it's a contemporary style house with shingles on the roof. This is the sit-out area. It has been kept very open. When you look from here, it has been kept very open. For the windows, lower windows has been used. That's a distinctive feature of this house. And then pillars has been provided, which has been done up in concrete and then covered in plywood sheets. For the roofing section, they have used wooden roofing, veneer wood finish roofing, and then gypsum board has been used. Spotlight has been used for the lightnings. And if you look at the door, it's like a composition of wood and steel. Wood has been kept the concept of the house, so we can see a lot of woodwork around the house, but it's not clustered. It's been done in a very fine manner. Take a look around at this formal living area. We can see woodworks like on the walls. Roman blinds has been used for the windows. 2 windows are provided, and as for the walls, some wooden structures has been made, and then wooden panels has been used on the walls as well. The fall ceiling again is done up with wood, and then inserted spotlights has been used. Italian marble follows inside the formal living area as well. As we enter the house, the foyer area extends into the family living room. The family living room has been kept completely separate and private from the formal living room. About the family living room area, the floors has been done up with wood, and again woodworks has been used on the wall as well, like channels has been used for the TV area, and then sofas that contrast with the colors has been used. They are in black color. The house is spread across 3,100 square feet area. There are 4 bedrooms, 2 on the lower level and 2 on the upper level. We have a kitchen, we have a common bathroom, toilets available, and then we have a work area on the lower floor. A staircase done up completely in wood has been provided to reach onto the first level of the house. The concept of wood follows inside the bedrooms also. This forms the master bedroom of the house. You can see around wood paneling work has been done very beautifully. Like for the bed, we have it's been done in wood, and then the paneling work also on the wall has been done in wood, and then a detailed work for the false ceiling has also been done. The Roman blinds has been used for the windows. Again, the window panels like the side panels are also done up in complete wood. That's in a lighter shade that gives a different look to the room itself. And then we have a wardrobe, again that's been done up in wood, and a bathroom is also attached for the room. The dining room is situated on one extension of the house. Like a 8-seater table has been provided, that's completely done up in wood, and glass top is provided. It's on the one end of the house, so that you can easily get a view of the courtyard from here. So that's a nice feel when you're having your lunch or dinner. As for the ceiling part, again a combination of wood and gypsum has been used in the false ceiling idea, and spotlights are used around the ceiling so that you get sufficient light. As for the flooring part, Italian marble follows down over here. A wash basin area has been neatly tucked inside over here, so like it's like a private section only, and a separate common toilet is also provided for the room. A modular kitchen has been given for the house. You can see all the settings has been done white in color, and then we have a contrast backsplash that's been done in brown color, because keeping in mind the concept of the house is wood. So for the flooring also they have used wood finished veneer tiles, and then it's completely modular kitchen. Gypsum and plywood has been used for the false ceiling works. Spotlights has been extensively used all around them, and then here we have a breakfast table that has been done up in quartz material. A stairs completely done up in wood has been used to reach onto the first level of the house. Even the handrails has been crafted, detailed work has been put onto the handrails as well as for the staircase area. We use the staircase and reach onto the first level. Again, the first level has been completely done up in Italian marble. 2 bedrooms has been provided, 1 open terrace has been provided, and 1 sit out area is also included in the house. This forms the living room on the first floor. You can see pebbles has been decorated all around, and lights has been used, like an enclosed lights has been used. There we have wooden flooring, so it's a small kids play area also, it doubles up like that. And then a skylight facility has been provided, 3-4 columns has been used for that.
How do you like the exteriors and landscape of this house?
I felt that there's a lot of elements in the house. We have the sloping gable roof, the gable roof design at one corner, and then there is this grid pergola pattern kind of skylight veranda in the top, which I believe is taking a lot of attention. And so there's some disproportionate, some clash between the concepts happening there. The white walls and the kind of veranda with a kind of red brown veranda and all those things are looking nice. It's simple. From some angles the house looks nice, but overall I felt that there's a lot of clash of elements happening there, and even the compound wall I felt is not matching with the concept of the house. There's some curved and then it's exposed brick finish, kind of a finish on the compound wall, which has nothing to do with the style of the house, or that the element is not followed elsewhere. And minimal landscape, there's not much landscape area. There's a minimal landscape and basically cobblestone paving.
And you, how do you like it?
Yes, like Anuj said, the front first view is a little bit of a disappointment, but there are shots of this house from the side which I really liked. The long colonnade I think it's the veranda that's extending to the side of the house. That part looks really smart. That is the wooden cladded columns against the backdrop of the white wall of the house. That looks nice. There are some parts of it again, like Anuj said, the compound wall, the inverted arch there. Some of the arch was not required at all. The compound wall would have looked smart otherwise, I felt. So there are some parts that are good, some parts that are not so going together with the rest of the pattern. But it's a smart combination of this brick, wood and white walls. That looks nice. But again, it's the old door with the ventilator kind of entrance door. So I thought that again that gives a feel of the old house. Maybe they should have just stuck to that style of the old house being brought in. It might have looked really nice. But then you have the new glass and other things also coming in. So that's again a different style. Again, the half glass, half wood window shutters are there again. So that again gives because we are so familiar with the older style with half glass and half wood, that when you see it again, you don't expect it in a modern setting, but then you find there are a lot of modern settings in it. So that way it's a little bit of a mix match thing, but the overall ambience is nice. There are some plants and tall trees there. Could have done with a little more landscaping actually.
All right, and the interiors?
Talking about the interiors, when you come into the living space, it's a simple layout. The layout is nice, but however I felt that the totally black sofa is kind of standing out too much, and then there's some wood paneling and all that. So the sofa design as it is, it's a nice design. It's very simple, but coming in fully black actually is taking too much of attention. Even the bedrooms is very simple. Again, the headboard design is also very nice, a very simple headboard design. I like the dining table here. It's a lovely dining table, but I felt that the ceiling of the dining table was too heavy and too much of wood use, or too heavy. So that's taking off a lot of the look of that space, so the charm is lost. The kitchen looks lovely, also it's a nice kitchen, but again very heavy ceiling design given for the kitchen. I don't know, so much of wood used, and I don't know why they have gone for such a big over decorated ceiling for the kitchen. Overall the house looks kind of simple. The dining space is one area I liked a lot.
And do you like the interiors too?
Correct. On the entrance part of it, it looks clinically neat and tidy. So that's a neat feeling as you enter into the house. I especially like the window grills. They're painted white. That has a different effect as you see it during the daytime. During the daytime, the background, or rather the view outside the window, is light. So the white grills actually doesn't show up. It merges with the background, so it feels like it's a large window itself without too much grills. But at night it tends to stand out a little, so by that time probably the drapes can be drawn. So that is a nice pattern, simple neat patterns for the grill. The ceiling, otherwise the drawing dining is fine. The staircase is a tad too heavy, but a little bit of detailing has been done into it. I like the steps, but the balusters could have been simpler, I felt. TV area is another area which I thought was a little loud and brash, but otherwise generally the ambience is nice and neat. Yes, the kitchen could have been toned down much less. There's a lot of detailing inside the kitchen, the paneling, the wooden paneling, and heavy details inside the kitchen, the breakfast table, a quirky ceiling. So altogether it's a lot of effort put into the kitchen. I don't know how many people will see it, so that again I don't know whether it's money, whether it's worth doing that. But generally the ambience that has been created in the interior is good.
Alright, and do you like the color lighting and decor?
Mostly they've gone for whites in the house, so that's kind of doing nice. It's giving a lot of importance to the spaces, the furniture, the spaces looks larger, natural light also coming in. A lot of LED lights have been used, which I like, and so mostly if you look at the house, there's mostly ceiling lights, there's no wall lights, and good lighting has been provided, and some fixtures were also nice. I saw some niche lighting in below the staircase. All those elements is nice.
And you?
Yes, true. The lighting is also done very systematically and very clinically, I felt. Required amount of lighting being given, especially in the kitchen where you saw the paneling plus this thing actually gives in a good amount of light into the kitchen. The white top, the quartz top and the white brings in a freshness into the house. So altogether lighting also is done very well. The accessorizing is a little less on the lower side, but there's enough to keep the house growing and space enough to add to it.
Alright, and the last thing, the value for money?
I think it's pretty okay. They've for the money they have spent, especially for the interiors of the house, I feel that it is much better. The exterior definitely could have looked at it differently, but for interiors I think they have kind of got what they have spent for.
Alright, and
Yes.
you agree with Anuj?
Yes, the detailing is simple and the effect created by the detailing is definitely there. The bedrooms are looking stylish and elegant. I really like that. So altogether the money that they've spent is well spent and giving out the effect.
Time for us to listen to the scores of the judgment, and let's start with you again. For the exteriors, how much have you rated it?
Exteriors have gone for a 17.
17 on 25, and Anuj?
I've gone for a 17.
17 again, and for the interiors?
16.
16 on 25, and Anuj?
I've actually given it a little more points here. I've given it a 17. I like some of the bedrooms. It's very simple, very nicely done with a little headboard, and there's a window with a very clean curtain and pure white bed sheets. So the room looks nice and clean. So I like that. So I'm giving it a 17.
17 on 25 again. Now for the color lighting and decor?
Yes, simple colors, very muted, not too many bright colors and not too many dark surfaces. I've gone for a 17. 17
on 25, and you?
I've given it an 18. I like the lighting of the house, yes.
18 on 25, and the last one, the value for money?
70.
17 on 25, and you?
I've given it an 18 on 25.
18 on 25 again. So the total score for this house by Anuj is 70 on 100. For Sudha it is 67 on 100. For the public it's 34 on 50, and which gives you a grand total of 169 on 250. And yes, it's time for us to listen to the valuable suggestion and tip before you build or construct a beautiful home, in fact your dream home. And today let's speak about roofing again, and let's start with Sudha this time.
Okay, when we talk about roofing, I'd like to speak about the double roofs that are becoming the vogue at the moment. That is, any house that is constructed, the client as well as the designer feels that a flat roof will give the required protection. The RCC slab that is done gives it the ambience that is required inside, and trouble-free ambience as we call it. So a flat roof is cast. Then over and above that, another the second roof goes over to the house. Mainly the main reasons given are basically, one, to protect the slab against the weather and the rains, two, to decrease the heat inside the house. Yes, we do know concrete houses get heated up quite. As the slab gets heated, it transfers the heat into the house. So to protect the slab from the heat and to cool the inside of the house, this roof is given. This roof basically, yes, it's a wonderful weather protector, provided it allows for the ventilation below it. That is the difference between the base slab, the roof slab, and the roof on top. There has to be an air gap which is ventilated. It cannot be a airtight, solid, airtight area. That does not give it the effect. It needs to be ventilated so that the slab will be cool, will not take up the heat and transfer it down. So one of the main reasons for going for another roof would be that.
And you, Anuj?
All these advantages are there for double roofs, but I am one person who actually disagree with the concept of having a double roof. It's kind of little false where you have a concrete flat slab and then you try to make another roof just for the elevation purpose. So the whole purpose of design is lost, and I have a personal opinion of it being a little false. But yes, sometimes some of the clients prefer to do that, and we have to go ahead and do it. But even if you're not doing that, now the technology has changed, the construction technology, the materials have changed, where with the same single roof itself, you can get the desired effect in terms of protection from rain and other weatherproofing in terms of waterproofing. And also in heat gain, there are a lot of new products which has come, which you can lay on the flat ceiling or on a slope ceiling, which will keep the cut the heat by at least 5 to 6 degrees. There are new materials which are coming in, foam based materials which you can actually apply on top of the roof on a flat roof. It's actually walkover, you can walk over these products, and it's pretty strong, but it's an insulation material which will actually cut down the heat. So that will actually work double as a waterproofing. After you do the main waterproofing for the concrete, this other layer acts as an additional protection, and it will cut the heat also.
Now it's time for us to get done with this episode because we're running short of time. I hope you really enjoyed, and until we see you the next time, all of y'all stay tuned.